What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. As we dive into today's breakdown, we're getting into Absolute Green Lantern. Issue number 4 is picking us up with Hal, Jordan, and Joe, finally diving into the backstory, understanding how Joe became a Green Lantern. More than that, we have Hal Jordan, who has the Black Hand. The problem is, neither of them understand what any of this means. One thing is for certain, though, Hal Jordan is out of control. Joe, with her newfound power, she has come to try and stop him. She tells him that he's gotta snap out of it, that he's gotta gain control. She is doing everything in her power not to hurt him. But even if she wanted to, Hal tells her that you couldn't. The Black Hand wouldn't let you, that you should just get away from me. Leave while you can, while you have the chance. But refusing to do so, saying that there's still time to fix this, that you gotta stop, look around, and look at what you did. And when Hal hears that, he can't help himself. He lashes out, he attacks Joe, and Hal really is in disbelief after what happened in Evergreen. In this rage, we see the true form of Black Hand as Hal Jordan takes it on. This is what flashes us back over to Evergreen, the days when Abin Sur had first shown up, the bubble still over the entire town. The 3 people in this bar, that is all that remains in the town. Every other inhabitant, they're gone, knowing that they need some kind of resolution from this. They formulated a plan, Hal Jordan having his gun, the golden bullet ready to be shot, and Joe is the bait. She is the decoy. She goes out and she calls out to Abin Sur. She demands that her questions be answered. It doesn't take long for him to appear before her, and Joe has to wonder, why did you kill them? But our Abin Sur, he doesn't have understanding. He asks her to really go on and explain what you mean, because Jason Simmons, he was the man on the motorcycle that ran into the barrier. That was a vehicle accident. When you shot at me, the bullet ricocheted. Rita died because of chaotic action, but no other existence has ended because of the actions of Abin Sur. This is obviously leaving her in a state of confusion, trying to figure out what the heck he is talking about. Because she saw it happen. She watched those people disintegrate, disappear, and now you're sitting here pretending like that didn't happen. This is where she starts to piece together that maybe they're still alive. And so Hal stays his shot. He waits. He listens. Abin Sur continues to go on, saying that she used the word disintegrate, as in taken apart, broken into small molecules, a strong implication of an end state. But he tells her that you need to have understanding. This didn't occur. Guy Garner, John Stewart, Abigail Cable, and 2,809 other people, their existences have not ended. They exist in Oa. They are within the Alpha Omega. They are in what he calls the second stage. Judgment remains in progress for them. And Hal, noticing that this conversation is actually going well, he decides to just listen, to wait, that everything could end right here. Little did he know what it was actually going to entail. This is where Joe presses Abin Sur a little bit more, asking, what does all this mean? What is judgment? What is the second stage? If you've taken them somewhere, can you bring them back? This is when Abin Sur goes on explaining to her that continued existence must be within light, that judgment must be made. He says that 3 must be selected. Initiates must be selected. Initiates that would fight against the darkness. Now she has understanding. As Abin Sur goes to leave, that's when Joe reaches out. He was going to become a ball of light and fly up into the sky, not answering any of the questions that she wanted. And so instinctively, without even thinking, she didn't have understanding and she reached out. But she didn't grab him. She reached into his unsolid form. Her hand went into the green flame. Her wedding ring, that which is made of solid gold, like the ring that John had through that tore the hole into the wall of the barrier. And now that was inside Abin Sur. She was inside the light, and the light was now inside of her. This is where we see Joe become a Green Lantern, the power of Oa imbued into her. Abin Sur looking at her and saying chaotic action, proclaiming anomaly. And after that, the barrier fell, the flame went out, and then there was a devastating explosion. The bright green light seen for miles away. And when they picked up the next morning, the giant Green Lantern emblem imprinted on this city, demolishing most of what looks to be the town. With a helicopter flying in, this is where we have a new guest coming in. Someone with a tremendous amount of resources. He's come in here to investigate, to find out what's been going on, but more than that, how he can utilize it. Having their own little gateway city event happening right here in Nevada, of course referring to Wonder Woman. And now Hector Hammond will be the first one on site to claim whatever power may be here. And that is where this issue will end. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Really awesome to see Hector Hammond in here. For you guys that follow the Green Lantern comics, you guys have seen him throughout the comics. Actually, most recently, he was in the Green Lantern comics facing off against Hal Jordan. A guy that's essentially super smart, has telepathy, telekinesis, mind control, that kind of stuff. But he's also possessed the powers of an Orange Lantern before. This is the absolute universe, so anything can happen. But we're slowly starting to understand what Abin Sur is actually doing. He took everybody in this town, and I believe it really is him trying to figure out which of them is going to be the initiate. They know that somebody here in this town on Earth is probably qualified to be the initiate, they just don't know which one specifically. And so each of them are taken into the light of Oa. They are judged to see if they are ready, to see if they may be the initiate, the ones to fight against the darkness that is to come. But we still don't have a full understanding of where the Black Hand came from. When did it actually grab hold of him? And I'm also very curious on how this is all going to work with Joe. Because even Abin Sur, he said that's an anomaly. That's something that should not happen. So why did it happen? How did her gold wedding ring essentially absorb the Green Lantern power, making Joe a lantern herself, imbuing the ring and turning it into a Green Lantern power ring itself? One thing is for certain, the absolute universe is fantastic. It's been a lot of fun, whether it be Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, Green Lanterns, the absolute universe has been killing it. And if you guys have a thirst for a little bit more Green Lantern, check out the video I have coming out a little bit later today. It's gonna be an absolute bonkers one. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything that has been going on with the Green Lantern Corps, with Absolute Green Lantern, whether it be Hal Jordan, John Stewart, Kyle Rayner, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It's gonna get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50 from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, but you're getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.